Mute us. So we are unmuted.
Whoa.
And we are now live.
Woo.
Whoa.
Yay!
I see some faces I have never seen before or some names in our chat. This is from Silas.
Yes.
Hello, world. So tonight is our opening night for Rallios. Our brand new campaign, I'm hoping will last 9 months to a year. And that is the hope anyway, you know, as long as I don't tire out or you guys don't tire out. But if at any point, of course, we talked about this, you feel that way, we can always retire your character and bring in your alt. Or if everybody is feeling exhausted by the campaign, move on to something new. So, is everybody ready? Anybody have any questions before we jump in? Oh, I already broke the stream. One moment, please. I keep forgetting about it. Oh,
I'm scared, but
Me too.
let's
Me
go.
too.
full on broke. Okay. I'm gonna have to move
Let's
this over
do
here.
this.
I know. Well, I moved my monitors around and I got a new monitor, so now everything is backwards.
Wow.
So this is gonna suck. That's okay. It's okay. So, we begin not on Avenvon, but in Phenovis. Phenovis was once the prized gem of the star system. The beauty of the land was cultivated to mimic the heart of the peoples who call it home. A place where the arcane was unknown, ingenuity and collaboration ruled. The gnomes, humans, dwarves, and the lesser creatures lived in a long-earned balance with each other. Fighting was infrequent. I'll learn English eventually. And blood was rarely shed. Then the time of variance came upon Phenovis. And this is where we begin. For any one of you who is still working on your character voices, this is the perfect session to do so. If your voice changes or alters, it will actually fit perfectly into what is going to happen.
Wow.
So,
Well,
Got
mine's bound to change at least a bit
Yeah.
over the course of time for sure.
Okay. So we begin. So Lee. But not. You're Kadik, an orc, and you're sitting at a communal meal, glaring at a rival across the room. Bava, a dwarf, Jax, having a discussion about the next season's planting with other farmers. Laudus, a human. Oh fuck. Tell me how to say your name again.
Who? Mine?
Yes!
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yes.
Yahweh. So Laudus, a human, Yahweh, is telling a heroic story to the children of the village over breakfast. Moasha, a Goliath, Nimu, is laughing with friends about the day's misadventures. Suno, a human, is eating a quiet meal while watching over the sick. Basne, a half-orc, is chatting over strong tea with the village leaders. Alec, a gnome, Dorus, is studying in a quiet corner of a library while everybody shelters from a storm. You're all passively participating in the life of another. I need to make sure this isn't going to break anything before I continue. Looks good. Suddenly, as one, spiritual leaders over the lands were overcome by a powerful pulse. You each turn and see light infuse their bodies, their eyes glowing bright, their mouths open to a pool of light, and words pour forth, echoing.
Dark suns have risen across the lands. The great maws tearing open. The vitriol and distonality pour forth, spreading, infecting, with tooth, claw, weapon, and magic.
As their mouths open, unmoving, tears begin pouring forth from their eyes, their faces twisted in terror and agony.
Our land withers. The Novians are contaminated. Their blood is spilling, flooding the dying fields, poisoning the observers, eating away their memories. They are here. We are dying. We kill. We kill. We kill. We die. We steal. We steal. We run. We are pursued.
Suddenly, the message ended as quickly as it had begun. Those who had spoken collapsing, shaking, weeping, as
What
they had
the
seen
fuck?
the end.
Yeah.
6 hours. That is all you had. As word was still spreading of the prophecy, meaning not even yet derived, arcane energy suddenly flooded the planet, and dark, planar rifts tore open as the elven kind chased monstrosities through the gaping tears appearing across the planet. In those moments, as they flooded through and the blood began to flow, you all chose to fight, protect, and to save. Months and months later, you've all found each other. You've become one of the forces protecting Fenovians and fighting side by side against the Drig, the creatures the elves had chased through. Though, from your original crew, there's only 7 that remain. You being 5 of them. You are currently on the outskirts of a small village, having just struck the massive Dregazun on its way to find an easy meal. Enough to gain its attention. And now, the only thing to do is flee. Trees zip past you as you dodge branches, leaping over large rocks and pushing off massive roots to propel yourself forward, ever forward. One of you is wounded and trying to keep up. Another has a broken weapon, but you continue to run through the forest. Your companion's close, trying to remain as quiet as possible, but also fleeing in terror and hoping you escape with your life, knowing the chances are slim. Now, you are being chased. This is an entire session in a chase scene.
Whoa. This is
Can I just fly away?
You are currently...
I'm a Goliath?
whoa.
That's what I said.
That's insane.
Okay, I thought you said that wrong.
I'm a fucking gnome.
Wait, what?
There's no way I'm escaping.
What was my name again?
Loudus, you're a
Loudus?
human. Loudus. Soli is Katic, an orc.
Whoa.
So, though you may use innate abilities of your class of your character,
Yeah.
you can't, if you don't have wings, you can't fly.
Right. That's unfortunate. I mean, what am I, a Goliath?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not flying anywhere.
And I'm an orc.
Unless somebody puts me into a fucking catapult, I'm not
I mean,
flying
you got
anywhere.
long legs, so.
Yeah. I heard I was a dwarf, right?
Yes.
And what was my dwarf's name?
Sorry. There you are. Bava.
Bava or Baba?
Bava. B-A-V-A.
Okay, Bob. Okay.
Now, you are running from a massive creature
Yeah.
known as a Dregazun. This creature literally just wanders from civilization to civilized little area, consuming. That is all it seems to do, is consume. Y'all, as a group, had decided, before it got to the small village, to attack it and have it chase you so that the village could have time to get away. You have a lead, and Once it smells its own blood, it will do nothing to stop trying to get to the people who drew it. So, distant crashes can be heard as the creature still pursues, relentless. You hear its now well-known and feared screech echo through the trees. The Drigazoon will never stop chasing any who wound it, except you can get across deep water. You know there is a wide river ahead, somewhere, but time has ceased to exist in your panic. Behind you, a sudden scream, and you look back to see Basni struggling to get back up, her wounds finally catching up to her. I need somebody to roll perception for me.
I can do it. Mine's pretty high.
Okay.
Mine's a -1.
Oh, mine's a 0.
Yep.
Yeah, mine's +6, so
Okay. It does.
21.
21. Very nice. Okay, hold on 1 second. I got to look for Moasha. Name is Moasha.
Pretty sure there was a pop singer with that name at some point.
I have no idea. 21. Brilliant. As you look back, see Basne. You can see the forest canopy parting, quivering spines rising above. Far in the distance still. Your eyes dart back to Basni, and a shimmering catches your eye moving through the branches above her. Her blood has left a trail for more than just the Drig's Azun. Drig Makmi's camouflage shimmers out for a brief moment as it gets ready to pounce onto her. So I'm going to pause if anybody would like to take an action. She's quite a bit behind, as she was the one that was wounded. I said there was one wounded and one with a broken weapon.
So are we allowed to do anything we want to?
Yeah, everything about your characters are the same. It's just the name.
Just a name and then,
Yeah.
okay, all right.
Yeah, you have a brief moment as the Drig Makmi, Jack sees them. Sees the brief glimmer, a single brief glimmer in one of the trees right above her.
How far behind is,
She's a good 60 feet, as she was lagging, very injured.
Are we all bleeding to like lure these creatures away?
No, she was injured previously from a battle. Y'all went from battle to battle as soon as y'all heard that the Drigazun was attacking this village. She was the only one that had been severely wounded.
Does the creature following look like a humanoid, or is it some sort of creature?
The Drigazun, the one that's following far in the distance right now, does not look humanoid at all. It is a massive monstrosity of a ridiculous size. I believe I go into detail later on. Hold on 1 second.
Can I dip an arrow in blood and like shoot it away from us, trying to lure it away?
Whose blood? You gonna prick yourself?
Sure. I'll just stab myself.
Whoa.
That's really good, actually. Huh? The thing that Jack saw is like in a branch right above.
okay.
It is not the Azun. It is the I will eventually remember all of these names. Makmi. It was the Drig Makmi.
Do we know the name of it? Or is it just a creature to us?
It's Drig Makmi.
Yeah, but I mean, like, do our characters know, like, hey, the Drake Makmi's right there? Do we just know it? The creature's there?
Jax, you would know what it is because of you rolled so high. You've seen these before. They are not uncommon. They are one of the more common, smaller Drig that came through.
Okay. I'm gonna let
It's
the group
60.
know.
Okay. So 60 feet away. We got a blood-soaked arrow going out.
If it's within 120 feet, I'll shoot a magic missile at the bastard.
Okay. It's going to be at disadvantage because it is partially camouflaged.
Okay.
Magic missiles. Magic missile.
Oh shit! A
Yeah,
firebolt
how
ahead.
far behind us are they?
This one creature is about 60 feet up. Jax points out that it's in a branch right above Basni, but you know where it is because Jax has pointed it out, but you can't see it. So this is a very singular moment. So if you want to make an attack at it, you can at disadvantage.
Okay. I'll throw a firebolt.
Okay.
Can I aim my arrow so it hits the other creature and so they might attack each other?
The big Azun is very far back right now.
Okay, so maybe get like my scent on it or something.
Okay. Yeah, you can attack it with the blood arrow. That's a good idea.
I'm gonna call out to everybody. Draw closer. I'll slow it down.
I'm just gonna turn and shoot a magic missile at it, and it looks like since I don't have to roll advantage or disadvantage, it's 15 or 13 damage.
Very nice.
I roll
Just trying to slow it down a bit.
Okay. So anybody who's going to attack the creature is you're still going to have disadvantage, but the AC is lower as you see the magic missiles just automatically hit. The mock me. So who's rolling? I don't have it up because I should.
So I rolled a 22 to hit
22
for
hits.
7 piercing damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and chill touch to slow it down as well. Just do some damage and keep it back there.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit?
14 does hit.
Nope.
So chill touches what save?
It's a attack, so
Oh, okay.
I roll at disadvantage. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was I supposed to
Not
roll that
good.
with
I
disadvantage?
rolled a 10.
Rolled a 10. Yeah, unfortunately that doesn't quite sink in. Alright. So as Jax turns around, looks into the tree and sees this shimmer. He calls everybody to gather together. Magic missiles fly, and you just see these darts sink into nothing, and then this creature shimmers into existence. The magic missiles pierce into the creature, seemingly annoyed. The arrow comes right through, sinks into a shoulder, and then firebolt, right?
Yeah.
Singes it, and it gets pushed back, and it opens its mouth, and you hear nothing, but you feel in your ears a vibration. I need everybody to make a con saving throw.
Oh my
My
gosh.
constitution is not good.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I rolled a 19 still.
Very
Sweet.
nice.
Yeah. Well, I rolled a 1
A
plus
1.
5. Yeah, 1 plus
15.
5.
So a total of
Whoa.
6.
Yeah.
That's good. That's better
It's
than
good.
1.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I roll a 15.
Okay. 15 is good.
Doors of the Gnome got a 6.
Yours.
I got a 5.
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody who rolled below a 14,
Yeah.
you will take 4 psychic damage,
Whoa.
and you will be temporarily deafened.
Spicy.
Wait, what?
You are temporarily deafened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If you pass, you're
Okay.
fine.
All right, cool.
Though it doesn't seem to deter the creature for very long. Suno did not come to the group with Jax and tried to turn back to grab Basni. As you can now see this 6-legged, monstrous, cat-like creature. Its fur more like fine quills that raise and quiver while it fights. 2 more arms, like appendages above its shoulder. The Drigmakmi jumps down onto Basni, its mandible-like mouth biting deep into her neck, instantly breaking it. And just as suddenly as it appears, the creature and Basne vanish.
What the fuck?
Yeah, what was that?
Suno stands stunned, then slowly looks further from where you came. You all see it now. Trees in the distance being pushed aside. One toppling, the crash echoing towards you. The Drigazun is coming. Its distant screech breaks Suno from his shock, and he turns to continue running. We mourn for the lost when we escape, or we see them again and we perish in the attempt. Run. I will give a moment. See if everybody is going to run.
Is the shimmer pursuing us?
The shimmer disappeared with Basne. Basne was one of you. It was one of the ones that y'all do not have control of.
Okay.
There was two. There is
One of
now
the group, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to, real quick before I start running, I want to detect magic to see if it's still around.
Oh, okay. Detect magic. How far does that go?
30 feet around me.
30 feet around you. 30 feet around you, you don't sense anything. So you get a faint, it's not even quite by your detect magic, it's more just an innate ability to understand what just happened, mainly because of your role and also y'all's history of fighting these creatures. Is there is a very specific smell when the Drig Mothmi disappear, and you catch a very faint whiff of it as the tree crashes and kind of pushes the sound and air towards you. So it is gone somewhere.
I would like to take a whiff of the smell and try and remember that smell for later.
Okay, absolutely. I need someone to roll survival and someone to roll nature as you continue running.
I can roll survival.
All right.
Oh, the nature. Wait, I think you
Seven.
have nature. Nature's horrible.
You got nature?
I've got 0 to nature, but I'll roll it anyway.
I'm +2 in nature.
I got a 7 for
I'm not good
survival.
with nature.
Yeah, I'm horrible with it too.
Okay, so if y'all want to leave it back up to Jax, that's okay.
I grew up in the desert. I just know sand and cactus.
All right, so you want me to take it?
Yeah, as long as everybody's okay with it.
It's garbage.
Oh my god.
Wait, oh,
7 and
both are
7.
Too distracted trying to do to detect the magic, I guess.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Great job.
So, survival. You notice as you continue running and the trees are zipping past that the ground beneath you seems to be very slightly descending. Just barely, but you know you're going in the right direction for the river. Nature. This is actually perfect for Jax because the question that you asked. You may not be incredibly familiar with the Drig Mothmi, but they are similar enough to big cats that frequent the woods. They rarely hunt alone, but will not pursue through water.
Oh.
So as you stumble through and continue on your dash towards wherever this river is in front of you, you suddenly come across a very small rivulet, not quite a creek. What would y'all like to do with that?
A creek? Aren't we looking for a river?
You are looking for a river.
let's follow it.
I hope this isn't the river we're looking for.
You're gonna follow it?
It'll definitely lead to a bigger one. Eventually.
Is everybody all in agreement?
Yeah.
Do we have time to make an action, or we're just running?
You can take a second to make an action, or 6
Okay.
seconds.
Dorus is running on his little tiny legs, running across the river, and he stops right across the little stream and points his finger back at the beast and shoots a guiding bolt at it.
It is
At
very
disadvantage,
far
yeah?
away.
Oh, okay.
It is
What
like
do
a
you want me to?
so the cat-like creature did not follow. It took your teammate, like one of your 7-person crew, and just disappeared. You're
Right.
still running from the Azuine.
Oh, this is a different creature.
Yeah, there were 2. So far, there's been 2. Jax knows that
taking
the
time to chew.
yeah, Jax knows that the Makmi do not hunt alone. So
Okay, if I'm ahead of anyone, then I stop at the river and look back and decide not to do that. If they're still coming, I'll like try and cover them, sort of thing.
okay, yeah.
Just keep going. There's bound to be more.
there
Oh
you
shit!
go.
Oh shit! And I run. I keep running.
Okay, yeah. Suno is the one that is lagging behind because he had tried to go back to help with Bosne, but obviously that didn't go so well. Rip. So you begin following this rivel, this very small creek, waiting for signs of the river, hoping the water will force the Drigazun to lose your scent, at least for a moment. The ground now angling further down. Just as you finally hear the sounds of water, Doros, because you're waiting for it, and Jax, because you now know the scent. That scent suddenly overwhelms you. And you see blurred movement around you within the trees. And then there, creeping down the trunk of a tree, and over there, leaping between low-hanging branches, are Makmi. The rest of the pack is now here. So the character in the back, Doros, you said you were hanging back to let everybody get past you. I need you to make a dex saving throw.
Dumbest idea ever.
See you later.
Oh, I rolled a nat 20 though. Come on.
Very nice.
First one of the campaign. Ba, 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 ba.
I know.
Wah, 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 wah.
My little gnome legs. I'm running.
So as the smell overwhelms you, oh, that looks like shit. I gotta fix that. Y'all remind me to fix that. Okay. So as you catch the scent, you suddenly turn around and leap backwards as it's just right in your nose. And one of the Drig Makmi are coming in, and just one of their extra arms is trying to pierce down on you, and you dodge and group back up with your party. Now, we have a decision to make. You are practically surrounded, but you can choose to fight or run. What do you guys want to do?
Are we just surrounded by trees?
Yes, it is a very heavily wooded area. And these creatures are brilliant climbers. Think of them as like a panther centipede.
A pantherpede.
Bethany is already gone. I feel like we should go. Yeah?
We fight.
Those who stick around will die. Let's run.
Ah,
These creatures seem very powerful.
you guys are cowards.
Okay. So, as you run, they will attempt to get you all.
Tim got overruled.
That's okay.
Of course, the tiny people decide to run.
They have very short legs, okay?
So I'm going
I'm
to
a
assume.
human.
Yeah. So I'm going to assume that Jax and I was going to assume that Jax was leading, but AOA, are you also in the front?
Yes, I am. I'm probably the fastest, so
Yeah,
Okay.
if I'm a dwarf, I'm slow.
Yeah, you can keep up. We're not going to worry about those small things. Which means you are both going to be cut off as quickly as possible. Oh, that's painful. That's a natural 20.
Yay.
The first one in line.
Whoa.
Meow meow.
Jax, 14.
That's insane.
That hits.
Okay. I'm gonna roll some stuff.
Appears I will die today.
Don't die. Don't die.
Not if I die first.
Okay. EOA, you take...
Oh, I thought you said he hit Jax.
Oh, y'all both got hit.
Oh, okay.
You got a natural 20 on me.
EOA got crit. So, EOA, you take 14 damage.
Okay, that was better than I thought.
As this creature suddenly appears before you, and both of its arms come down and try and pin you.
Wow.
So I need you to make a strength check.
It's gonna be the shortest
allowed to be
session 0.5
dexterity.
ever.
Yeah.
Strength, you said?
Yep.
16.
Oh yeah, I can do that. So Tim was asking if I could send the script to him. I can put it in the shared folder.
And she's got a bunch of stuff typed out so we can follow it.
Okay.
It's easier for me at least.
Yeah.
Just for history.
Right.
Okay, so as these two piercing arms shrink, like just sink into the back of your shoulders as it's trying to wrap you in, you pull away and it just tears through and you see blood spray. But you are able to get away and continue running. Jax, you take 9 damage in passing as one is trying to scramble down a tree and grab you at the same time. However, it is not going to be a grapple check. So, what is everybody else doing as you run?
Can you
I'm gonna.
So right now,
go ahead,
you,
Tim?
you see 3 of these creatures.
Okay, I think I would. Oh boy, 3 of them.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what you see.
right.
You got the one that attacked Dorus, and then the other 2.
Can I turn and cast a spell at the bastards?
Go for it. We're just going to assume that everything is in range right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Rhyme's Binding Ice. So burst of cold emanates from me within 30 feet. Each creature in that area must make a con saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 3d8 cold damage and is hindered by ice formations for 1 minute, or until another creature within reach of it uses its action to break away the ice. It's unfortunate.
14, 14, and 11, they all fail?
They all failed. It's 16, yeah.
So they all freeze?
They're all frozen in place. Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's awesome.
They all take 18 damage.
Oof. Pain.
So a creature hindered by ice has its speed reduced to 0. Keep running.
Okay.
Are they near each other?
So I imagine that you all grouped up, or were close to each other, in a semi-line.
Yeah, I would have dropped back a bit to cast a spell just to not freeze all of my partners here.
Oh yeah. For sure.
Oh, wait.
But I mean,
it's any
the-
creature?
Each creature in that area, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you move to try and catch... Okay, it doesn't matter, they're all frozen.
Oh.
So like, are the creatures that he just froze? Are they all next to near each other, like
would
within
be
20 feet of
close-
each other?
Close-ish to each other, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna buy some more time and erupt the earth underneath them.
Very nice. If it's another save, they fail. As they are incapacitated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this could be fun. Let's hope I
Yeah.
roll well, guys.
Yeah. Oh my. I'm like, I'm so tempted. I'm so tempted to fireball these things.
So yeah,
Oof.
basically, a bunch of rock and dirt come flying up from the ground underneath them, and spikes and crap just engulfing them. And they're also now in difficult terrain.
Whoa.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So these frozen beasts, Nimu throws out this spell and they suddenly freeze into ice. However, only 2 of the ones that you saw were frozen. A third that you had not yet seen has also been frozen. And as Jax hears the spell being cast, turns around and the earth just suddenly thunders up underneath them, and these creatures frozen, just kind of like, they're like little porcelain dolls falling back down to the ground. Now, I don't know if they can take extra damage for that, but I'm going to say they can. So roll 2d4, and we're going to add that to their damage as they are blasted up and they cannot do anything to save themselves.
Nice.
It's fun. Not giving
Yeah.
you a break.
So there's 4 of these guys, and what else was chasing us?
This big, massive creature. The one that y'all originally chased away from the village.
How big is that creature, by the way?
It is as tall as the canopy, which is about 80 feet tall.
Jesus. Okay.
Whoa.
All right, and we're in thick
Glory.
we're in thick woods, right?
Yes.
All right, after doing that spell, I'm going to call it to everybody. Do we want to disappear?
I mean, to avoid whatever's chasing us, yes.
Yeah.
All
There's
right,
no honor and glory in this.
stay close. And I'm going to pass without a trace.
Whoa.
Wow.
I don't agree.
So as you're running and you all group up around Jax, you notice that your your footsteps quiet. And your
Yeah.
breathing, the sound of your breathing still doesn't even seem to leave the space directly around you. And you hear 2 more of the cat-like, the centipedes?
Yeah, the other catapedes.
Catapedes? Screech as they were catching up to their pack
Oh,
and
man.
seeing their friends now injured,
And
frozen,
frozen.
and are having difficulty getting to them because of the difficult terrain.
Yeah.
So I need everybody to roll stealth checks with
Very
your pass
sad.
without a trace. So 35, very nice.
I'm a stealthy Goliath.
Yeah.
Oh,
27,
man.
27,
Another nat
30, and
20.
28. That's crazy. The lowest is 27.
We're fucking
That's
gone.
fine.
Oh, mine's 20 plus 0, so 20.
But plus 10 with pass without a trace.
Oh, right, 30 then.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
so that's still 30. That's awesome.
Whoa.
So you,
I didn't even want to stealth, and I ended up fucking vanishing.
Yeah,
well,
me
you're
too.
just,
We like
It's
just
just-
pull you into the shadows.
yeah.
Seriously.
I'm a fucking gnome just running on my tiny legs and I just vanished.
Yep. So all of a sudden, the sound from you and your group's movement just seems to stop. But visually, you can see everybody and you see everything that's going on, and you're able to stay in a group. However, being stealthy, you're not going to be running. Obviously.
Yeah.
You're moving a little bit slower. Which means that these creatures are going to be able to have a chance, mind you, a chance to locate you.
Oh.
Since we had to get close, can I cast another spell since we're close to each other?
Yeah.
I'll cast a Cure Wounds on Jax.
Very nice.
Just a first level one, because I think you took 9 points or something, right?
More than that, because I got hit in the first round of stuff too.
Alright, so take 6 points back of healing.
Thank you.
Very nice. So as you're moving slowly and really paying attention to what is going on around you, I'm going to assume, as you've already been jumped, I will say somebody needs to roll perception or survival.
I'll do survival.
I got perception.
Oh, look at that, nat 20.
Yay.
Damn.
Hey, my rolls are on fucking point tonight.
Everybody's
Yeah.
are
22.
freaking 22.
I had advantage if I can smell them.
You have advantage if you can smell them. Funny you say that,
Wow.
because there is a reek of death and rotting carcasses as you're following this stream. It seems almost as though it's a stream
Whoa.
in a very deep forested area, and multiple creatures possibly use this. And one of them may be a carnivore. So the smell is getting stronger as you continue to follow this creek. It is up to you guys what your next step is.
Just to be fair, my smell is tied to my elephant trunk, so if I'm not an elephant, do I still get that?
Yeah. We'll just say
Okay.
yes. I'm not going to make
Okay.
everybody
Then it's
change
fine.
races. Narratively, it would work somehow. We're just not going
Okay.
to.
Yeah, I'm
work out
familiar
all
with the
that.
smell. I'm familiar with the smell.
Yeah.
You just
So,
have a good nose in this version
Yeah,
of
yeah.
you.
for sure.
And I'm
is-
making like eye contact and like making hand gestures, not making any noise
Okay.
to relay the information to the party.
Maybe I should like take lead, so if something attacks us from in front, I'll be first to get hit.
Okay. So are we just going to continue on the same path?
That was water.
At this point, I'm just following because I get overruled. So
Yeah, we're sneaking out of here, so I'm following the sneaky person.
Yeah, I like the sneaky idea too.
Okay. So
pansy.
And we have up until 1 hour that we can stay sneaky, so
The tiny little owl wants to stay and fight. Okay.
I'm not an owl. I'm a fucking Goliath.
Oh yeah, you're Goliath. I forgot. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely not playing my character.
wow.
Whoa.
Okay, so I just want you guys to know, in Ron fashion, my rolls are shit. So you continue very
We wouldn't expect any different.
no,
honestly.
no. As quietly as possible, continuing to follow this creek, and the smell gets stronger and stronger and stronger. And Dorus would be looking out for this. And on the other side of the creek, in almost like a shallow area, half surrounded by trees with deep shrubs around, you can see what looks like may have been some kind of large livestock piled up. And skittering on top of it are these giant, massive carrion beetles. And they just seem to be feasting,
Oh.
and they do not sense you, even though they have a very, very strong sense of smell. And there are two of you bleeding. So you're able to quietly walk past them,
Okay.
which is, to me, freaking incredible. I didn't roll above a 7. 3 advantage perception checks.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So let me just get down here.
Get wrecked, dung beetles.
That's right.
Yeah. I mean, these are not natural creatures to Phenovis. They are twisted beings from wherever they came. So you're quietly following the water. And finally, you see it. However, the Drigazun is big, and it doesn't have to move fast to catch up to you. Its power now, like a weight on your spirit, dragging your will. Keep moving. It's almost as if this pressure is making you sink into the ground. Your footsteps slowing. But you do continue to move. Finally coming to the wide river. What do you do? It is deep. Its current looks strong.
Yeah.
You all believe you can make it.
Oh my gosh.
Can we hide our scent?
Can you hide your scent? You have been leaving a blood trail.
Oh no.
Fun.
Can I? How?
Can I cure wounds on him? Just make him stop bleeding?
Well, you can, but you're at the river now.
Oh, it's too late.
How wide is the
Alright.
river?
I would say, let's say it's as big as the Mississippi.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck me, all right.
oh no.
Oh wow.
That's a bad time.
So not 40 feet.
Yeah.
Got a big ass river, yeah.
And we know that they don't like water, right? Deep water.
Right. That so far you know of both the two creatures that you've encountered so far do not care for water.
Is there any fallen trees?
Fallen trees? Sure.
Can we make a sort of raft?
Yeah, is
You
there a
make
boat?
A raft. Is there a boat? You can roll investigation for a boat, but the DC is going to be fucking 30.
Roll for boat.
Do we have an idea how deep the river is?
It is very deep.
Like
Whoa.
super deep?
Yeah,
Deeper than
we're
us?
just going.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just going to assume that. I mean, if you were, a free diver, you might be able to touch the bottom, but we're just going to assume everybody has a swim speed.
All right,
Okay.
I'm a gnome too, so it's really, really deep.
It is very deep for you.
Oh man.
Can I touch the bottom? I'm a Goliath.
No,
Damn
maybe longer than everybody else, but not forever.
I can
Oh.
hold
Can I
my
cross
breath
it?
15 minutes, so
Yeah, I think the bottom tree idea. Get a log and
How far away are we from the beetles? Where we passed them?
I would say probably, I don't know, an eighth of a mile or so.
Can we get a log and I'll hang on to the log and just paddle our feet?
yeah,
that's what my idea.
yeah, I like
Yeah.
yeah, I like that idea.
Okay.
Team paddle session. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going
Oh my
to
God.
roll.
I'm gonna go in the
Alright.
middle because if I'm on the left or right, it's just gonna like in one of the gnomes or dwarves are on the left or right. Like we're polar opposite. That shit's gonna just start going in a circle.
I have little tiny
Whoa.
legs. I mean, I can be ballast. That's about it.
So
Yeah.
I'll be in the back, so if I need to, I can swim and just
Okay.
push along.
I'll be close
So,
to the middle.
just so everybody knows, the Dragazoon is close enough to where you can feel the pressure of its presence.
Yeah.
So we're going to take the time to do this. We're going to make a couple rolls. One, we're going to have to investigate for a log because depending
Fuck
on
that.
what you roll,
I might just jump in the fucking water and start swimming then.
is going to be how big it is and how floaty it is. Because if it's waterlogged, it's not going to float extremely well and it's going to be heavy.
What are we rolling?
Investigation.
Yeah.
Okay, can we multiple people do investigation? Or,
So if y'all can work in tandem, if
What's the best investigation?
if EOA
I-
wants if EOA wants advantage, somebody can work with them to try and find this thing.
I can walk up to him and cast guidance on him. Does that help?
That helps.
Okay. Find us a help across the river, friend. And I put my hand on his shoulder and cast guidance.
I'm going to be rolling this die. Wow, that was shit.
I'm sorry.
Hooray for shit die.
Add a D4.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Add a
that's
D4
what
to
I'm
your
doing.
shit.
7.
Oh my goodness.
A 7.
Nailed it.
Doing
yeah.
great.
He
So,
finds some
so,
twigs.
so if he finds a really heavy log that like we can't push, I'm just gonna start swimming. This is gonna get silly.
One of the dung beetles had their business with this log.
Right.
So you do find one very close to the water, but being
Yeah.
close to the water,
It's
and
waterlogged.
it's not quite driftwood.
Uh-oh.
It is completely waterlogged and sunk in the mud. So you can take the time to try and push it out. But the pressure on you gets harder and harder and harder.
Oh.
Suno.
Nim, you are a good swimmer.
Fuck it. I'm just gonna jump in and start swimming.
Shall we just swim?
Let's do it. Let's swim to victory.
Swim to
Is there
the-
only one of the creatures behind us, or all three of them?
It's the big one.
It's the
It's
big
the
dude.
big one.
The big guy.
The big guy that
Yeah,
will be
swim
here in
that
like 3
swim boat.
seconds.
Yeah. So
Is
let's
it technically a creature, or is it some like weird abyssal thing or whatever?
We'll call it a weird abyssal thing.
weird pistol.
So I can't cast something that says choose one creature.
If you want to take the time to cast, you can take the time to cast.
I'm swimming already.
I'm gonna
Has
cast
it-
blindness on it. I'm gonna try.
Has it
You're gonna-
rained recently, or has it been pretty dry?
Everything is pretty wet here. So I'm just going
Okay.
to assume that it rains very frequently.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and cast blindness on the creature,
Okay.
and it's a DC 15 saving throw.
Okay. DC what?
DC 15.
Right, but. Con?
Oh, well, that's just my spell save DC. Sorry. Yeah, Constitution. Yes.
So that's from a different creature. That's from a different creature. You got to think big beefy boy. Plus to con.
He has big con, doesn't he?
He has big con.
He's got big con and he's not gonna lie.
All right, that was my one idea.
So, as Dorus, you turn back. So too does Suno. And as you do, the Dragazuin finally parts through the trees, crashing
Whoa.
through. This creature, you can think of it as a mix between a turtle, only because of the shape of its back. However, instead of a shell, it is covered in these spines. These spines layer over each other, though 3 ridges seem to be raised and quivering as it looks down on you all. Dorus, you cast blindness, and the creature seems to sneeze. And then the screech echoes over everybody. Nimu and who else was in it? Soli?
Yep.
Yeah.
In the water.
Yeah, we already started swimming. You guys could sit there and
I was trying to get us away. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So was Suno. He was going to try and keep the creature off of everybody. However, Nimu and Soli, as you crash into the water,
oh, we're gonna drown. We didn't float the river. We didn't float the wagon.
Oh my gosh.
We tried to ford the river.
It's
the
also in
water.
river.
You're
Same.
in the river
You
too.
got cholera.
Yeah.
So as y'all are all trying to swim into the river, suddenly the water in front of you
Yeah.
bulges up,
Oh
Whoa.
god damn it!
Tsunami.
and the bulge keeps rising and rising incredibly fast
This water is really excited.
until it starts dripping away from a new creature.
Yeah. Whoa.
I need one of you to roll history.
I'll
You
roll
can
it.
roll.
Yeah, I'm facing the other way. I'm not rolling.
Jax, where are you?
On the shore. I was getting ready to jump in the water, but I hadn't
Okay.
stepped in yet. Kind of
For
like
shame.
staying between the two groups to see which was the best option.
I can roll history. I'm proficient.
All right.
Go for it.
Natural 1. 4.
A 4 total.
Just curious, what would mine have been? 13. So not much better.
So, you've heard rumors of the Drig of the Water,
Oh goddamn.
the Drig Quois, attacking ships, but in open water. But you have never encountered one. And you've never heard reports of it being in anywhere but large, open water.
Are we like right at the top of this thing coming up, or where are we in proximity?
So
Yeah.
I would say you're probably 60 feet from shore.
Okay, because I want to cast Sleet Storm, which will freeze the water and allow us to like slide down as it's bulging upwards.
Whoa.
If we're going up with it, if not, then it doesn't matter.
It is trying to cut you off.
It's trying to cut us off, so it's
So
in
it's
front.
almost as if a wave at the same time is pushing you backwards as this creature rises up.
Okay.
But the further up it gets, you're starting to get sucked back as the displacement levels out.
It's pushing us back to shore.
It was until it's starting to rise, and then the water equalizes and it sucks you back towards it.
Oh my god.
So,
Monsters either way. Monsters either way.
so as its head rises out of the water, you see it. However, it is unlike anything any of you have ever seen before. It has almost a humanoid face, but fleshy, and the tissue seems soft. And surrounding its head is a mane of these long tentacles. Its body vaguely resembles the shape of like a plesiosaurus, right? The big water dinosaur. Yeah. However, its great fins are jointed and separated into claws. Its body is covered in fleshy spines, kind of like the tentacles, but just a little bit more rigid. Think of a lionfish. They
It's an underwater dragon bird.
It is. They grow larger along the back of its legs and along its spine, eventually becoming long tentacles around its humanoid-like face. It opens its mouth, hissing, and you see row upon row of massive, sharp teeth. You are stuck between two monstrosities.
Yeah.
You guys all tell me what you are going to do. Are you staying in the water? Are you going back to shore as you're being washed out a little bit toward, or washed in towards the shore a little bit? Are you going to try and swim against the current and get to shore? You're going to run across the shore? What are we doing?
Well, I'm not going back towards the other thing, so I feel like
I think this is where we make our stand. I'm gonna pull out a sword and swim towards the creature. I have a plan. I don't know if it'll work.
I'm gonna just keep swimming around as I see he's the decoy. Clearly. Clearly he's a meat shield, so if I see him doing this, I'm gonna start swimming around, trying to go around it.
I'll follow. Follow Kodiak.
What are you doing, Sully?
I'm following the Kodiak. More sure. Yeah.
Alright. So, Dorus, Jax, and Suno.
Unfortunate.
So
Are-
the people still on the shore, yeah?
Yeah. Everybody's still on the shore.
Do we notice the creature behind us in the water? They're not getting away clearly?
Oh, you would hear it. And you
Kind of
as
like
you-
look over my shoulder and notice
Yeah,
that, right?
yeah.
Well, I think this is the end of us. Let's fucking make a go of it. And I like put my little tiny feet in the mud and get ready to fucking make a last stand.
Awesome.
We may be short, but let's stand tall this day. And put my hand on your shoulder.
I'm clearly trying to like stand taller, but I'm only like 3 feet tall. So.
All right. So we will start with Yue, right? Yue.
Yes.
Yue.
Yahweh.
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 Yahweh. Yeah, Yahweh. Yahweh.
Yeah, that works.
Yahweh.
It says to do this, I have to make a melee attack.
Yui.
Attack using a weapon. Okay. I am going to throw a dagger at the giant, whatever the thing is.
Cool. Let's do it.
And then I'm going... Okay, this is weird because we're in water, but I'm going to imbue it with fire.
Okay, it's magical, right?
Yes.
Okay. What does this
Steam
look
still
like?
burns.
Yeah. What does this look like as you imbue your dagger with fire?
So maybe like as I'm swimming towards it, like I reach out and as I bring it out of the water turns into flames. And I'm going to chuck it at it.
Roll your attack.
Dang it. 11.
So, for reference, it's almost impossible to hit this thing. So, 11 is its DC.
Oh.
It is fleshy. It doesn't seem to have any natural armor. Even between the spines that seem to lay down and also spike up around its body, it is soft and squishy.
Oh, it's almost impossible not to hit this thing. Is that what you meant?
Yeah,
Oh,
is that what I wanted to say?
I thought you
It's
said
almost
impossible to hit it. And I was
not
like,
to hit
oh
it.
shit. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so
the dagger
roll for-
disappears between some of its spines. 8 damage.
So 8 damage, and then on top of that, I need it to make a... where is this? I need it to make a DC 14 strength saving throw.
I will say it is almost impossible for it to fail this, but I am rolling the dice.
It also takes an extra 2d6 fire damage.
Okay, so it passes your save.
It passes it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It'll take another 10 fire damage, though.
Okay, so 18 damage total. Okay.
And then fiery chains, like, come out of the water and try to grab it, but it fails.
Oh, what a cool visual. So for those looking at this giant creature rising from the water, you don't see the dagger. You don't hear anything until suddenly chains of flame appear up out of the water and try to enclose it. And it's squeezing and squeezing, and suddenly they just turn to vapor.
Maybe fire and water was not a good mix, but
Almost like this creature, belongs to water. Okay, who is next? Nemu, you were swimming away?
Yeah.
Alright. So these are going to be your actions this turn. I'm just giving everybody actions, and then I'm going to give the monster actions.
Yeah, so I would
we're not like
do my
doing
movement.
initiative or something.
Huh?
Are we not doing initiative or something?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Unless y'all want to roll initiative.
I would just use my action to dash or dash swim.
Okay.
Just extra movement, whatever that looks like.
So Lee?
Me too. I would dash too. I would
Okay.
trying to get out of here.
So as y'all are both swimming as fast as you can, you see these chains and you hear the sizzle. And the creature is still rising from the water. And even though you just swam as quickly as possible, 60 feet, the creature is still next to you, rising.
Jesus, that's a deep fucking river.
For
Yes,
real.
it is. And it's also long. This creature is. So, Jax and Dorus. Either of you can go.
I'll go first if you don't mind.
Not at all.
Go for it.
Do I see them trying to escape still and not doing so well?
If you looked back, I would say you could see whatever you decided to see. So, Nimu
Okay.
Soli would be cutting the water.
I'm pretty convinced we have to make a stand here. So I will hold action until the monster is close to me. I cast inflict wounds as soon as it's close to me.
How
I
close
touch
is
it.
that?
I want to grab onto it. I need to be touch distance. I'm not running towards it, but I'm waiting for it to come to me.
Okay. Okay.
And I hold action, inflict wound, 2nd level.
Okay. Jax?
I'm going to, since I had my hand on him, I'm going to cast guidance on him.
Oh, nice. Dorus, you have guidance. You've got it. Let's see. So Suno, your human companion, who has been with y'all for the months and months fighting together, stands next to Dorus and awaits the creature. However, as he draws his shield and his sword, this was the weapon that was broken. So he will await for the creature to come, and he looks over. It has been an honor. I'll see you in the next life. Thank you. And he will also hold his action. So we will start in the water, because she's fun. The creature rises. As it continues to come from the water, one massive leg, finned fingers of course, comes out and just swipes in the direction of Nimu and Soli. Spines will try to make contact. Oh, I forgot I can roll dice here. Okay, so a 14
It hits me.
Doesn't get
and
me.
a 24.
It hits.
Yeah, both hit me.
Yeah.
So it will hit both of you at the same time. Since Nimu was in front, Nimu takes the first hit, Soli takes the second. And I need you both, as these spines make contact, and you feel a burning sensation running through your body, I need you both to make con saving throws.
Yeah.
Oof.
18.
15.
15. You are poisoned,
Ugh.
unfortunately.
Ugh.
So you have disadvantage on attack
Whoa.
and other things. So it just, if you're going to keep trying to run away, then you can keep trying to run away. It doesn't have any effect on that.
Okay. How much damage did I take from the swipe?
Yeah,
Oh.
how much?
24 each.
Oh, I'm
My
done.
goodness.
I'm unconscious then.
No.
You're unconscious?
If you 24 damage, yeah.
Okay.
Are they within 30 feet of me?
Sure. Yeah. I would assume that y'all are both swimming on the same side of the creature.
I'm now floating on that side of the creature.
I do. Good
As
cure
the-
ones.
As a reaction, I can transfer the damage.
Oh,
So I want to make you into like a misty cloud sort of deal and transfer the attack towards me.
Wow.
Very good, very good.
That is amazing. That is brilliant. Okay, so Nimu, you feel the pierce and the burn and your vision fades, and then suddenly it's almost as if the attack passed through you. You hear a scream, just to your right, as that damage is deflected by EOA.
So it's 24.
Yeah, 24. That's amazing.
I'll kind of shake my head and just kind of look around and then shrug and keep swimming towards this.
Let's go. Let's go.
Keep
I
going.
can't see shit about what's going on with this giant thing in front of me.
EOA. The creature turns its attention to you, having sensed where these magic chains came from. Some of the tentacles from around its head shriek forward and are going to attempt to grapple you. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Damn it.
Make it good.
3.
A 3. A 4. As you are not incredibly close, because you tossed a dagger, it will take an entire action as it draws you to its maw. And then it will attempt to eat you. So you can use your next action to attempt to break free.
Okay.
So Nimu and Soli, you suddenly see after this screech, Yulei's body being lifted out of the water and drawn. The
Oh my
great
God.
gaping maw.
Yeah.
Now to Dorus and Jax.
Oh, the other monster didn't go?
He was holding. Oh wait. Oh, so y'all were holding your actions.
Yeah, I was hoping the other monster was like still coming at us.
He is. I'm coming to. I'm good. Sorry, I'm at.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant it was our turn. Sorry.
Then Suno, the creature, takes one great step forward, and it lands with its great arms straight in front of you. It opens its mouth as all the spines on its back begin to stand up and quiver. So it will be within reach. You can touch its face as its head looms over you to do what you gotta do. So make your attack.
$17.
17 to hit. That'll hit.
Sorry, I was on the third. I'm doing second level. I think I said that right.
Yeah.
20 necrotic damage to it.
Oh, that is painful. So you reach out, and as your hand touches and you cast your spell, you just see blackness begin to wave over its mouth and part of its jaw. And at that very moment, I broke something. I'm sorry. Hold on. At that very moment, Suno runs in right behind you and stabs his broken sword into this rotting tissue and just tears a chunk away. However, now you pissed it off. So it is going to attempt to take a few bites out of you guys. So this is to 25 to Dorus.
Yeah, transfer this one.
Definitely hits.
And 16 does not hit. No. Interesting. So the creature at this very moment is angry and is just swiping its jaw back and forth, trying to get the sword out and trying to bite down on anything it can. Dorus, as its head, this massive head swings, you're kind of able to duck the first swing, but as it comes back around, it just clocks you. Just the bottom of its jaw just swipes against your entire body, and you go rolling 15 feet away.
Yeah, I'm a little gnome. Whee!
Yeah, your poor body just tumbles across this shore, and you take 18 damage. It is bludgeoning damage. And then, as it kind of catches you rolling away, it turns its eyes back to Suno, and will attempt to make another bite. Nice. Oh, yep, that one will hit. And it turns back around, and its tooth literally just scoops him up. And he's been pierced right under the arm, and is currently stuck on the creature's tooth, bleeding heavily, but is attempting to get himself loose. All right, so this is a good point for a break if anybody would want one as we go to the next round of combat.
What's the name of Uawe? What's his new name? Suni?
Yahweh is Loudest.
Loudest.
Oh, Loudest. Okay. Who's Suni or Suni?
Suno is the seventh person.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, I wrote down the other one, the one that got killed already, but
Yeah, Suno is the seventh member of your group. So we can take a break real quick if you all would like. And I will turn this off for a hot second. And just for everybody right here, right now, thank you so much for being here. I have not been paying attention to chat. I have been making a very pointed effort not to. I really appreciate everybody here. I hope you're all having fun. Re-strategize. But this is obviously our first session of our new campaign. A little bit of a twist, a little bit different. And so far, it's going better than I expected, which threw me for a loop. I didn't expect.
You expected us to be dead by now? Is that what that means?
No. I didn't expect you to be dead.
I'm definitely gonna die.
No.
That's what it feels like.
No, I didn't expect. I don't know why. Pass without a trace was a big one. Being able to pass the carry-on, the beetles, was a big one. So we might end early tonight, which isn't a big deal because then we can end and have questions and that kind of thing. So that's what I mean by I say it is going better than I expected.
Just curious, game-wise. So carrying beetles have like basically advantage on finding stuff?
By smell.
Okay. Wouldn't that cancel out with? Wouldn't the advantage cancel out with pass without a trace?
No, pass without a trace, you get a +10 to your stealth roll.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
I just thought it covered up everything, so I didn't know if that canceled it out.
In a way it did, but I mean these are creatures who go for blood. So I was taking into account kind of that. Like I wasn't going to give them a +12 or whatever. Because they are like everything here is homebrew creatures.
Gotcha.
But,
yeah, I'm just trying to understand the spell because it says like a creature that receives this bonus leaves behind no tracks or other traces of his passage. So I didn't know what that.
Yeah, it says can't be tracked except by magical means.
Yeah. So, but you know.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. It was just more of a understanding the spell because me being a character is something new. So cool. All right, I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, I have videos off on the stream, so feel free to do whatever everybody needs to do. Just talking with chat. And I appreciate everybody being here because I know watching D&D is not necessarily most entertaining thing. Playing it, on the other hand, that's a whole different story.
So my theory so far is that this is going to end with us all dying.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue with your theory.
I'm not gonna die. I'm gonna have somebody sacrifice their life for me.
I'm going to do some damage before I go, though.
For sure, and that's right. Like that's the whole idea. Is that, in a nutshell, I'm going to the break screen.
Oh, don't tell us anything till the end, at least.
Yeah, in a nutshell, I mean, oops, I muted the wrong thing.
Well, that's why I asked for. She's got everything typed out. That's why I wanted to ask for it, just for.
Yeah, I don't want to read it now, but maybe after the session.
Yeah, after. That's what I'm saying. Afterwards, for sure.
I have to edit some stuff.
Okay.
Obviously. So there's some stuff I will delete from there because there's all the DCs and stuff in there and what you would find and.
So the only reason I'm having I'm able to follow it completely is because I look over to read what she's saying. It's easy. It's easier for me to comprehend it when I'm reading it as she's saying it.
Doja, are you good? You're quiet.
I'm good. It's intense. It's intense fight. The spells that I have are long range, so.
I got pew pew spells. I don't have let's get the fuck out of here spells.
Yeah, I got giant.
I only have melee stuff, but none of the stuff I want to get near.
Yeah.
So we go back to our heroes fighting the Great Drig. The Great Drig. Can't get that G out for some reason. The two Great Drig. And we are back at the top with EOA. It's just fast. EOA.
Yeah. Okay, this is gonna be really stupid. So this dragon creature, you said it had dozens of rows of teeth?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to use an ability called Giant's Might, and I'm just gonna become a giant.
You're gonna become a giant?
I become large in size.
That just makes you a bigger stack.
So my idea is that I'm just going, if I need to, I'm just gonna hold open its jaw.
Oh.
I don't know if that'll work. How big is its mouth?
I mean, as a giant. So it has a humanoid face, right? But as its mouth opens, it gapes as like a reptile's would, right? So it opens a little bit too large for the humanoid face, which in and of itself is incredibly disturbing. So I would say maybe fully open twice the size of a giant. So what would that be? 14 feet?
Okay, I'm just going to try and... So it's out of the water, so I'm just going to dive.
Okay, you have to break free.
I have to break free, that's right.
Do you get advantage or anything on your strength? Or you can try and cut yourself loose. That's completely up to you how you do it. I don't know what all you get with Giant's Might. It's just really fucking cool.
I do have advantage on strength checks and saving throws.
Okay.
So
you can take an action to break the grapple, or you could try to cut loose. Unless you want to, try and stab it in its throat on the way down.
As you will.
And I want to break free and then try and grapple it.
You're gonna grapple a
if that's
tentacle?
possible. Can I grapple to it?
Yeah, you can try and grapple to it.
So I'm riding on its back or something. I don't know.
Yeah. That's fine. That sounds cool.
Nope.
You don't break free?
That's a... So to break free, I have advantage, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. 21 with a natural 20.
Okay, that ties, which gives you the win.
Yay. I'm so glad I have advantage because I rolled a 4 on the first one.
Oof. That's amazing. Alright. So you tear these face tentacles away from your body. And as you do, the creature is trying to like hold on tight to you. However, unfortunately, or fortunately for you, it flings you up and onto its back. So just make an athletics check. It's not a high DC.
Can it be acrobatics?
Acrobatics, yeah. Acrobatics would make more sense. Which is really funny as a giant.
I have a +7 to acrobatics, so.
Nice.
16.
16. Easy enough. This giant of whatever this thing just happened goes flying and flips around and just lands perfectly on the back of this creature and just grabs on for dear life. Anybody looking for this or looking towards the creature would see this. If nobody saw it, that's too bad because it was fucking cool.
If it's the creature I'm hugging, I probably saw it, but if it's behind me, I didn't.
It's the one behind you. I don't
like
know if Nimu and
We
Sol...
probably would have seen it. Yeah, we probably would have seen him flip up.
Yeah.
So,
For sure.
like superhero land and just grabs onto some of these tentacles and is along for the ride. All right. Nemo
It's like that one moment in Pirates of the Caribbean, like, did people see that? Because I'm not doing it again.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I'd look up at him and just say, glorious.
Okay. Nemu and Soli.
Oh.
Are y'all continuing to dash? I will say after this turn, y'all will be able to find footing, but you won't be quite at the shore, but you at least will be able to find footing. So if you dash on this turn, y'all can get footing, or you can...
Yeah, I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep swimming. As I see the sacrifice that's being made.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't want it to be in vain, so I'm gonna dash too.
Okay. Okay.
Currently distracting it
Yeah.
by riding it.
Jax and Dorus. So...
Do you want me to go first again?
Yeah, let's keep that going.
Okay, I will cast. I'm still touching that monster, right? I'm like hugging him, casting. What did I cast last turn?
Oh no, you got rolled away a
Death
little
touch
bit.
or something. I'm gonna run back up to him if I have to,
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast Vampiric Touch.
Vampiric Touch.
I gotta roll an attack. If it hits, it's only a 10.
So unfortunately, as
Didn't you
run
get
up...
guidance?
Huh?
Didn't you get guidance?
No, it's
Good.
gone after one turn.
Oh yeah.
I used it on the last one, I'm sure. Okay, but it's a concentration spell. It lasts a minute, so I can keep rolling again every turn until he hits me and I lose concentration. So
Okay.
that's my turn.
Okay. So as you finally right yourself after being stumbled around, you run forward and you go to reach out at its leg, and as you do, the leg lifts up for some other reason. Jax.
From what we know about these creatures, do we know like what kind of attacks it does, like element wise?
That's a very good question.
He did bludgeoning to me last turn, that's all I know.
Yeah, he did do bludgeoning, getting smacked by a jaw. So you can roll nature or history, it's your choice.
Let's see. History sucks, so not that. Let's go nature.
Okay.
12.
A 12. I'm thinking, I'm sorry. So you all have not fought one of these creatures yet. You have seen their aftermath, and you have fought the creatures that follow in their wake to eat what is left. However, you have heard stories from the very few survivors who make it, because unless they're injured by something, they don't generally stay long to search for people dug in a hole. That it mainly tooth and claw and tail. It has been seen smashing creatures with its feet, but there have been rumors about people just suddenly stopping in its presence. Almost being frozen in place in fear or something.
Alright, then I am going to I'm just gonna hit him with my hand axe.
Okay. How many attacks? You have 2 attacks, right? Or no?
The only thing it says is 2-weapon fighting, so I think it's just 1. That's a 10.
Attacks per action 1. Okay. A 10. So you run in to join the melee, and your axe just glances off some of its spines. Seems to be fairly well armored. And that leaves our good old boy Suno. He is going to attempt to slide himself off of this tube. Break free. Isn't able to. You see your companion, who you fought alongside now for months against creatures, none as great as this, but you wanted to save just one single village completely instead of cleaning up the mess left behind by these creatures. He struggles to pull himself off of this tooth, trying to gain purchase as it's sunk underneath his arm. And as he does, the creature continues to move, and you just see him slowly sink further and further down onto this tooth. He screams out in pain, but is unable to move. Now it is back to the creatures. Be away. You're currently attached to this creature's back and are a fucking menace. It is going to... Yeah, that's what it's going to do. So, as you're grappling some of these tentacles, holding on, some of the other ones come through and just start trying to smack you around. So it's going to make a couple of attacks, trying to knock you loose.
I will hold on for all my life.
That's a natural 20.
Dang it.
Whoa.
I just need one more turn to second wind.
That's a natural 2. And that is a 17.
Dang it. Just hits.
Alright, so the first one... the first hit is 20. That's the crit.
Wait, 20 damage?
20 damage.
Okay, I'm dead.
Okay. You automatically fail your death saving throws as it continues to pummel you.
I'm now floating in the water dead.
Oh no, it's just going to, the smaller tentacles from where you are, going to trade you one to the other until it reaches one that's long enough to pull it to its mouth.
Oh my gosh.
So he's unconscious, or he's like dead?
He got hit twice more after he fell unconscious.
So he's got one more roll, yeah?
Any hit is a crit, which is 2 failed death saving throws.
So he's dead.
So the first one, well, then it attacked twice.
3.
But you missed one.
Yeah,
oh, he did miss one. Okay, so you're at 2 death saving throws. You have one saving throw
You
left.
have one saving throw left.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Nemo and Soli, you are still running.
Yeah, I'm swimming for my life right now.
You are at its tail.
Yeah.
Let me be the distraction.
Let you be the distraction. So I need you both to make dex saving throws.
Yeah.
As its tail just whips
Oh my
right
gosh.
across you both.
Whoa. I got a 7. Very sad.
Hold on 1 second here.
Yeah.
So
Got 15.
It's a saving throw.
okay, it's a saving throw, right?
I would like to mention that out of all the natural 20s, they all went towards me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do.
I had 2 in a row, so that's fair.
I'm gonna use Tides of Chaos and do advantage on this. I could use it as on an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Nice.
There we go.
All right, 23. As this tail swipes towards you, you hear the sound and you feel the pressure of the water. And as you turn back to take a quick glance, you see Soli get knocked by the tail. You, however, just manage to swim at the perfect angle and duck under the water as the tail just skims the water above you. Now, the wave itself that's created by this will tumble you for half a second, but you're able to right yourself. Soli, you take 14 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, I'm unconscious.
As it knocks you out
Yeah.
But we're not doing so well here.
in the water.
Yeah. So I got failure, success. Whatever that's supposed to mean.
Okay, so on your turn, you will roll a d20. And if it's above 10, it passes. If it's below 10, it's a failure.
Okay.
Wasn't someone an orc?
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, she's an orc.
Yeah, so you come out with 1 HP, I believe.
Yeah, there is an orc
Oh,
racial for that.
I had no idea.
Okay. I will
I'm
accept that.
I'm just
I will
saying.
accept that. I will accept that.
Okay, so
So
I'm at
as
1
you
HP.
you're on 1 HP. So you get
Okay.
knocked unconscious and
Oh,
then suddenly the blackness fades.
yeah.
And as Soli, you have no idea what happened,
No.
but you hear a laugh in the back of your mind as in the same voice that you know as Cadix, as you're tumbling under the water and you grasp for breath, and you just hear this laugh echoing of this orc in your head. That was a good save.
Yeah.
That was a good
Relentless
save.
Endurance, it's called.
Yeah. Okay.
And you get it after you finish a long rest. You get it back again.
Bro,
Cool.
sorry, man.
So
Yeah.
cool.
So the Dragazuin will first take a bite. As Suno is screaming in his teeth. And you hear it as the body trying to decide how gory to get. As the
All
creature
the way.
As the creature bites down, you hear the bones breaking. And as he was stuck on one of his teeth, the blood just begins pouring out of the side of his mouth that's now rotted. He will then...
No saving throws for him?
it's not his turn. And no saving
Okay.
throws for him. He got eaten.
I mean, clearly.
But that's with the NPC.
Yes, this is the NPC. Still a part of your group you've been part of for months and months. I know we don't have that history, but I'm just letting you know. And as the creature continues to bite, small pieces fall. A large claw will attempt to swipe you both. Where is my dice? That is a 21. I hit you both.
Those of us on the land, or who are you talking to?
Yeah, Doris and Jax.
That's gonna hurt.
Yep, it's gonna hurt.
You both take 18 slicing damage as the claws break each of you in turn. And then it is going to attempt to do it again.
Oh man. This is not gonna go well. Alright.
That is 16.
Goodbye.
Hit. Doesn't hit you? It doesn't hit you.
17, baby!
Very nice. Oh, that was a measly roll. So you take 10 more damage, this time bludgeoning, as the backhand from the claw swipe comes back to try and bludgeon you to death. Dorus. Go ahead.
And all you see is my leg hanging from the bottom of his claw as I'm dead.
Oh my goodness.
Dorus, being as small as you are, you're able to tuck, but you
I
will
am
thunk.
burnt and bleeding and like hurt real bad. And I will use my last breath to cast Mass Healing Word.
Is that a reaction?
Everybody in. No, is it my turn? Oh, I thought it was my turn.
Oh yeah. I was just so the backhand comes back, and you as you're ducking, you hear it hit something solid, and you duck and you watch the claw come up, and stuck on its foot is Jax. Alright. EOA, it is your turn.
Okay. Which dice will succeed tonight? Let's go for the metal one. No. Well, it's a save, but
Whoa.
Okay.
I got
So
11.
it's a save. You're at 2 and 1. You're at 2 and 1.
Just nothing hit me.
Yep. Nimu and Soli, you can scramble up and be able to stand, though you're not quite on shore yet. It's just shallow enough water to where you both can stand, as you're both fairly tall. So, what do? You have an action. You have an action, but you are out of movement.
How far from the sea creature are we?
Not far at all, I would say. Got hit by the tail out of 50 feet.
That's pretty far.
So you didn't use your dash action. So 30 feet minus 10, 20 feet.
Yeah, so I would save. I would use my movement and keep going towards shore. I then save my action to cast something. I don't know what Soli's doing.
Okay, so you won't be able to make it to shore unless you dash. You use your movement just to get like to where you can stand.
Can I gauge where its tail, if its tail would be able to hit me?
No, you would be out of reach.
Okay, all right. That's what I'm trying to do, is get out of reach of the tail. Just based off what I can see. Fuck. I'm gonna cast a 3rd level magic missile at that thing
Go for it.
because it's got 120 feet, so I could hit it anyway. So how many? That's 5.
I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, +2, so 3 glowing darts. Yeah, so I can cast 5. Okay. So 2 plus 3, 5, 9. Jesus, 11, 15. 15 little missiles.
Wow.
And
Yeah, I turn around, I see him trying to munch on my friend, and I cast that spell, hoping.
Are you aiming at the tentacles attached to EOA?
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Into death I go.
So, as these tentacles are just hot potatoing down this creature's mane into its maw, all of a sudden these brilliant darts shoot out. Sully, you'd probably be the only one to pay attention to this, because, you know, we have 2 unconscious and 2 barely alive. And as they pierce into the tentacles holding EOA, they suddenly release the pressure on him. And you see his body there, just kind of like undulating between a few tentacles that seem to be oozing a strange grayish purple blood. And Soli, it is your turn.
Yeah. So I'm standing or am I unconscious?
Yeah. I'm grabbing water. I'm still listening.
Oh, okay. So I'm standing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
Okay.
have 1 HP.
I'm 1 HP. All right. So seeing what's going on. You know, I'm gonna cast 3rd level fireball at its head.
As you do.
Might
Yeah.
kill us all, but do it.
Like, I'm not gonna go down without a fight. So I'm going to do the
Don't kill
fireball.
me, please.
No, that's why I'm aiming for the head and not for like where you're at.
Saving throw?
Dex saving throw is 15.
Man, I don't want to hit this button because I want you to succeed so bad.
Yeah.
This big bitch isn't Dexy.
Oh, I didn't know that.
A natural 2.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's so crazy. All right. Okay. So I'll do, whoa, solo dice. 24.
24 fire damage.
Whoa.
So, Garus, you hear a sudden behind you and a shriek that undulates and almost bubbles, and then you smell flesh cooking. You look, just glance back at the creature, and tentacles all around its head. The top of its head. You weren't on the top of its head. AOA. I'm not ever going to be able to say that fast. AOA. Aowa. Aowa?
You all hate me after this.
I am. I'm going to hate you. Is it Aowa or AOA?
AOA.
AOA.
Okay.
Yeah, AOA. That's what I said.
You said what?
Oh yeah, the first time I did. And the flesh along the top of its head, and it's almost as if it splashed down, is just beginning to blister, and some of it is charred. Brilliant. It is in a lot of pain. So we'll see where its attention heads after that.
I feel like I'm just ragdolling at this point, like from the various blasts.
Well, you're like nestled in some of these tentacles, like, you know, on the top of its shoulders. Because you landed on its back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Jax? Do the death saving throw?
Jazz was before me.
Oh. Dorus?
Yeah, I already gave him away my turn earlier. I'm gonna cast, if I can, mass healing word on everyone. Within 60 feet, if I'm within 60 feet of everyone.
Am I within range?
I'm thinking, y'all were on the shore, and this creature was
still
not
on the shore,
far from the
fighting
shore.
this creature, literally right on it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm on the creature though, so.
And its face isn't 60 feet long, so I will say yeah. Because the creature rose not more than 20 feet from the shore as y'all were trying to swim away.
Okay, well, I'm gonna cast it, and you tell me who it applies to. How about that? So everyone within 60 feet gets 6 hit points back.
Jax? Eoway? Sudden intake of breath as light begins to fade back into view. First thing you smell, Eoway? Yeah, first thing you smell is calamari.
At least I'll have a snack for later.
Yeah, for sure. Just carve off a piece. It'll be great. Jax.
I am going to cure wounds on myself.
Nice.
All right, 18.
Damn.
Yeah, I used a 2nd level spell to do it.
That's awesome. As for the creatures, the Drig Quios is incredibly pissed off and hurt. I'm going to roll a dice. They don't like fire. The only reason I didn't freak out about the dagger was because it was such a small chunk of its health. So I'm going to roll a dice for it to run. And we will see what happens. That is a natural 5 on the die. The unfortunate thing is that EOA is still nestled on its back.
Bye, guys.
It suddenly retreats. You're not grappled, though. So it suddenly retreats. And as it does, it retreats so quickly, it takes the water with it. And you just hear a suctioning as this strange echoing cry follows it. And the sizzling of flesh as the water washes over its head. Anyway, you are drawn into this, like, almost whirlpool effect or riptide effect as it goes under. However, you don't make any you don't take any damage. It's just you're going to have to use part of your movement to get up. So you'd have to swim at an angle to get up and out of this water. So the Drig Aqueous is retreating. The Drig Aqueous. It is retreating. Anyway, you actually have an attack of opportunity as it tries to run away.
Well, that's nice.
I'm actually going to use a special ability that I have.
No.
I'm going to bite it.
You're gonna bite it?
Yes.
Are you still a giant? No, it would have faded, right, when you died? Or when you went unconscious?
What? Oh yeah, I'm not a giant anymore.
Okay, right. Okay, I'm just trying to picture this in my head.
So you said it was fish, so I'm gonna eat it.
Okay.
Chunk of it. Let's go ahead and roll for that. 14.
Yeah. So, as you're being tumbled in the water, and it's withdrawing, you now see it's disappearing into the bottom of this massive river. It's the center of this river is incredibly deep. It's almost as if this river has flowed for so long, it's just dug this massive trench here. And as you're tumbling, you see this charred flesh flash before your eyes, and your mouth just opens and you reach out and you take a bite, And as you do, the chunk tears away, and you hear this gurgling screech as it continues to run.
And then, so that's 4 piercing damage, and I also get 3 temporary HP from that.
You do not. That is so
That's
good.
crazy.
That is so good. So awesome. Okay.
It's called Hungry Jaws.
Hungry Jaws. Lizard folk, man. Okay. Jax. Unfortunately, you awake, but are still, at this moment now, hanging on to a claw. It didn't pierce you. That was bludgeoning damage. Because it, like, backhanded you, and you just kind of got wedged, right?
I think it'd be just before me.
Oh, this is the monster's turn.
Okay, gotcha.
She's describing how you died. Just wait a second.
Gotcha. I get you now.
Give it a minute.
So, how would this
Die
work?
again.
As its claw comes back and is going to try to come down on Dorus, I need you to make like you're breaking a grapple check. So a strength, just a strength check. Five. Okay, cool. So Dorus, you come out of your spell, you hear a gasp, and you look up, and this claw, this massive claw paw thing is coming down upon you. And your spell sank in. Jax is struggling between its claws. However, it is going to try to smash the tiny gnome. Natural 18.
Nope. Hits.
That is 18 bludgeoning damage.
I am dead.
Rip.
Rip. Ripperoni.
As you're struggling within its claw, Jax, you hear the sickening sound of something being squished underneath its claw.
Oh, poor me.
I know. And its hand comes back, and if you look over, you see very, very injured Dorus, the small gnome, barely just trying to catch its breath. And it is going, how would it try to get you? How would it try to bite you? It would feel you struggling. Okay, so I'm gonna do it as disadvantage.
Do the Tyrannosaurus thing where it like tries to flip you up and bite you.
Well, I'm just thinking like its arms are pretty long, right? So it would be able to like try to do it, but this thing is massive.
Yeah, does it even know I'm there between his claws?
It would have felt you start moving around, and it was going to eat you anyway. But it had to take care of the little
I gave
creature.
everyone so much pain. I'm sorry.
It was trying to take care of the creature that smelled like freaking magic. So that's a
licking hand.
Yeah, that's an 11 to try and bite you. No.
It misses.
So we're going to start back the round with the Drigquius running. The water is now filling in that whirlpool type thing. Jax, you are in front of its face as it's trying to figure out how to wedge you free. Eoway, you have a mouthful of freaking flesh as you are swimming.
Flesh.
Where?
I'm going to go to the opposite shore to meet up with the two that survived.
Okay.
And I imagine I just emerged from the water with this a mouthful of fish.
Yeah. There's just like this cooked type. It's like a squid type, but not quite.
And I'm not rushing, so I'm gonna do second wind.
Okay. Nimu and Soli, you are quite a bit distant now
Yeah.
from the creature on the other shore. More than 120 feet, as you had to take, I believe, 3 rounds to get here.
Yeah.
And 2 of those were dash. But I will say, just for the sake of teammates that have been together for a very long time, by the sounds you've heard, by the sights you've seen, you know that Dorus was just stepped on. And Jax, you can barely see, you can see him now, struggling in the claws right in front of the creature's face.
I'll put my and what's his name just came up out of the water.
Yes.
Yeah, like
I'm gonna assist him onto shore. I'm glad you made it, friend.
you want some fish?
No. And I'm looking off in the distance and watching Jax's character die.
Oh.
You still got a lot of hit points. He might make it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Feels quite helpless.
Yeah. I'm gonna do cure wounds on myself. I'm gonna go to 1 HP.
Perfect.
Also, for that second wind, I rolled the minimum.
Good. Perfect.
You should have got the 6 HP from me, right?
Yeah, I got 6. So that's what brought me up to consciousness.
Yep. So go over to Dorus.
Yeah. Is there something I click on to do a death save, or
I don't think so.
just roll a 20?
That's what I do.
Okay.
There might be
we
something, but I
go.
don't know.
17. That's a success, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, anything over 10, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm still fucking on the ground on the beach.
Jax.
So they're just on the opposite side of us, and
Yeah.
we can't really do anything.
No.
You
We
could
can
go
watch
back.
them die.
I'm not risking my life for someone who's probably already dead.
Good chance he just stomps on me again, so.
All right, so I have to see if I can free myself first, right?
Or you can attack where you are.
If I free myself, does that take away my action?
Yes. Unfortunately, it does. You still have a bonus action, but it does take away your action.
Damn. Well, fuck it. Let's give him a hot hand. I'm going to produce flame.
Very cool.
And I can throw that fucker too, so.
All right. So you're just going to do it like on the
Oh!
soft part of its paw?
Am I on the side that's decayed from his face?
Sure.
I want to put it right in that decayed spot. Try to get it inside where it's the soft palate rather than the outer hard stuff.
Okay. I know.
Damn. 10.
10?
Yep.
A hit?
Oh, 10 hits?
No, unfortunately it doesn't.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
your to hit.
No. Yeah, I figured it didn't hit.
So as he's jerking you around, trying to like rub you against his face or do whatever he can to get you free, this flame pops up, but you're just being jolted and it doesn't seem to make purchase. And kind of just fizzles out as it passes its head. Do you have any bonus actions?
I don't think so.
Okay. The sea
Yeah,
creature is...
What was that?
No, go ahead. If you have something else, go.
Oh, I don't think I have any bonus actions.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? It's just gonna keep trying it. That's a natural 3. that's a natural 5. Okay, so I need Jax, roll a d20 for me. You hear me, Jax? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you too.
Did Jax get muted?
Oh, I'm sure.
Jax. Jax.
I thought you were saying jazz.
No, Jax.
I'm
Roll
just
a
sitting
D20.
here. I'm like, why does she keep saying jazz?
I mean, I'm fucking dead
Oh,
on the ground.
man. I'm
I've
sorry.
been trying to use
Alright.
everybody's characters' names.
Roll a d20. Got it.
Roll a
Sorry.
A 10. Okay. That is okay.
Wait, I didn't roll yet.
Oh no, that's your 2 hit. Okay. Even
14.
better. Okay, 14. So as it's trying to do anything to eat you, it's struggling. Like, it rolled super freaking low. It can't seem to get its giant like jaw and its face out of the way enough to be able to grip you between its claws. And as it's trying to do this, its jaw just keeps loosening you and loosening its hold on you further as it's shaking you loose. So you are going to now make an acrobatics or athletics check as you come loose and begin falling to the ground. Not far, but far enough.
6.
Okay, you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as it rears up and it just happens to nudge you free and you fall, about 15 feet and don't do it so gracefully. So we'll do these last couple of things really quickly. Dorus, did you make a saving throw your last turn?
We lost him.
Oh, he probably went AFK for a second. Okay, so we'll just go to...
Sorry, no, I made one. Do you need me to make another one?
Not quite yet.
Okay,
Couldn't
sorry.
remember. Iwe and Nemu and Soli. There's a lot of vowels, guys. What are you doing?
I mean, don't think we can do anything. The most I can do is shoot some arrows.
Okay. But
I'll shoot an
it will be
arrow.
at disadvantage because it is really far away. Really far away.
Sorry. How far away?
My range is 150 feet.
Okay, so... Hold on.
Yeah, I'll shoot a crossbow arrow. Mine goes out to 320, but it would be a disadvantage at that point.
I can roll disadvantage.
Yeah, just if you want to do anything that has a range, like it's going to be much more than 120, but if you have a max range of like 320 with disadvantage, then go for it.
Okay, my max range is 600.
Perfect.
That one failed. Right into the water. I do have an extra attack though.
Okay.
I rolled a nat 20 and my disadvantage roll was a 15. So 22.
Yes.
That's a 17.
17? That hits?
Yeah. 11 damage.
11 damage?
Yes.
We're just sitting there lobbing arrows towards that shit.
Yeah, me too.
Wait, my first attack was actually 11. Would that hit?
No. Not this
Okay.
guy, he's armored.
Oh, what about 14?
14 does not sink in.
Oh, wow. Oh.
He's a big beefy bitch. So, Jax, as you stumble to the ground and land, you're looking up, and you just see suddenly arrows fly straight over your head. And as the creature has its just maw open, you just fell out. One of them shoots straight up into the top of its jaw, and it begins shaking its head vigorously, and another sinks in somewhere unseen as its claws are going to come back down to the ground. I know, Doris. So you're automatically hit. It is a crit, so it is 2 fail saving throws. Jax, I need you to make a Dex saving throw.
15.
As you hit and you see these arrows fly, and the claws are coming down, you roll, and as you do, it just happens to be towards Darus's body, and you hear a thunk right behind you, and you can feel the heat of the flesh up against your back, and you watch the other one smash down on Darus. It is your turn. Darus, you can make your saving throw.
So you gave me 2 death fails, right?
Yep.
All right, here goes. All or nothing, baby. Oh, it's a fail.
Oh no.
Oh.
I'm
Unfortunate.
completely dead.
Yep.
We have lost almost half our troop.
Yeah.
Jax, the creature seems to be still shaking its head as it's trying to dislodge something in the roof of its mouth. So you have a decision. You can try to run, or you can stay and fight.
See, in my head, I want to do something cool. But
Of
then at
course.
the same time, it's like, do I want to survive?
Do you want to
Fuck,
go to Valhalla or not?
fuck it. Let's
Sure.
do something cool.
Die with the sword in your hand.
I'm going to hold on to my turn
Okay.
and just standing, kneeling down next to Doru's body, just kind of look up and be like, quit playing with your food and eat me already! And wait for him to take a bite of me.
And that is exactly what he will do.
Cool.
Spice.
At the last moment, he is going to get an erupted earth down the back of his throat.
As you go
Because
down,
as he's coming down to take a bite out of me, I can pick any point in the ground to make it erupt out of. And I'm going to jam it down the back of his throat. Or say up the back of his throat.
okay, this is a save, right?
Yeah, Dex. For half
Big
damage.
boy ain't Dexy, but that is a natural 20.
Oh.
Okay, he takes half.
Whoa.
He still takes half damage though. So that's whatever half of 19 is.
10.
Cool. I also take 10 since I did it basically on myself.
So, the first bite, as the head is coming down, just before it reaches you, the earth erupts. And as its Dex, it rears its head back a little bit to avoid it. And does a 15 hit you?
Yes.
You will take 14 damage.
I'm out.
As it goes back in for the bite. So you are unconscious and in his mouth.
Can I prepare another volley of arrows?
Yeah, it is y'all's turn.
Okay. I'm going to
Yeah.
turn into a giant once more. Because
Okay.
I just read that it says only with a weapon, it doesn't specify melee.
Okay.
So I can add a d6 to the damage.
Okay.
And I'll also action surge. So I'm going to make 3 attacks.
Okay.
Ooh, I rolled a 10.
Yeah, I got
18.
13.
Okay. 18 hits.
20.
Yeah.
And then 9.
No.
Okay, I'm going to have to roll a d6 for each one of these.
How many times can you do that per long rest?
3.
Holy
Up to your
shit.
proficiency bonus, and it lasts a minute.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So 7, 9. I'll just say the total at the end. 20 piercing damage.
20 piercing damage. So, Soli and Nemu, you all try to release spells once again. Eoway suddenly grows larger and pulls back his bow and releases 3 arrows in a blink of an eye.
That would be a disadvantage, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
They were at disadvantage because of the distance.
Yeah, that's why I missed.
oh yeah, they hit.
Otherwise, it
Okay, they still hit?
Yeah, 19 for both.
Nice. So these 3 arrows, one of them you watch drop very short and splash into the water. The other 2, however, just as this creature's mouth closes onto Jack's, sink into the top of its head. It screeches in frustration, and as it does, its mouth opens, and you see Jax's body within, partially pierced by its teeth. Dorus, unfortunately, your body that you have borrowed
Desynchronized.
has been desynchronized.
Yep.
Jax has a chance to roll a d20.
Whoa. That's good.
All right, D20. God, I need to roll good.
Yeah.
15.
Yay.
So that is 1 save. But unfortunately, got it being a nat 20, I'm giving you a chance to escape. Creature will chew you up and swallow pieces that remain. Yes.
Oh man. Everybody on shore died. Everybody that swam survived.
At least he
Barely.
had a little bit of dirt with it.
Yeah, for sure.
I barely survived.
I know.
So, Soli,
Yeah.
Eoway, and Nemu, you watch as the creature devours the very, very small body of Dorus. And as it looks across the river, it begins to turn its back in frustration. See a strange thing happen. Almost as if, as it digests your companions, and those that have fought alongside you for these past months. It's absorbing some of their, not life force, but you see swirls of the energy of the arcane that you've seen in their spells that they've used.
Mm-hmm.
And all you can think that it's probably headed back to the village. However, you all know that in the time that it has been chasing you, for at least an hour and a half, most of those people will have been able to run and find somewhere else to be, which is all you aimed for. 3 of you still survived to save another village. Hopefully, another and another. No matter what the outcome was, you were going to be successful. And that is the end of session 0.5.
That was amazing.
That was cool.
Yeah. So
So many
cool.
clutch moments there.
Yeah.
0.5. 0.5 is great.
Yeah, session 0.5.
That was intense.
So, back in Avenvon, on the continent of Ralios, everyone awakes. Aches and pains, phantom, covering your bodies. Those of you who didn't quite make it. Suddenly, that breath that you take when you have those dreams where you're falling, where you're being killed, you wake with a jolt. However, none of you are able to move your bodies. And you fight for consciousness. Tim's like, I only have 6 health, don't kill me. And you fight, and you fight, and you fight for consciousness. And the briefest, blurry image comes to you, but it's not your room. Some strange creature, not very big, blurry, right in your vision, as you see these smoky, ethereal type swirls fading in and out of your vision. And that is where we will pick up in session 1, where we will all go from level X, which is what I have on the screen, which was level 5. But it was hard to say a level because there would be moments where you could, use both abilities from the races. And you're back to level 1.
That was crazy.
Yeah, that was intense. That was amazing.
That was fun.
Yeah.
I just want everybody to know I had full health.
Wow.
I know.
Oh, no.
You never dropped, did you?
No.
I'm the one who saved you, though.
He did. He saved my ass.
Yeah, you were going to die in one
hit.
hit, right? And he took the damage for you?
Yeah, I would have died. I would have gone out in 1 hit. Yep. Well, because even though I was a, big beefy bitch in that one, I only had 22 health, so. Because I still have those sorcerer stats, It's crazy.
So, we have a bit of time. Questions, comments, suggestions, confusion. I know it was I didn't warn y'all about what this was going to be.
No,
I only have
Honestly,
one question, and that is, were any of us expected to survive?
It was always a possibility.
Yeah, so no, but maybe.
It was always a possibility, but maybe. It wasn't very likely. Now, on purpose, I did not review your character sheets beforehand, so I could not prepare my monsters or any of that for them. So I had no idea what tricks were up y'all's sleeves. I wanted to be surprised. And I hope y'all were surprised by the events. That's kind of what I was hoping. That it would be super different.
I'm really surprised the third one, the Makimi didn't like show up across the river with you guys.
Well, so they wouldn't have shown up on their shore, but they would have shown up on your shore, except for fucking Pass Without a Trace. They were supposed to show up right before the Drigazun, as they had tracked you down. Yeah, which is why I need to go in and change some stuff, and some of the stuff is off script, because the battle changed things in the end, but that's okay.
That was freaking hard. That was good.
Yeah, that was a really fun, intense battle.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, cool. I'm happy. So, does anybody have any questions about what happens tonight? Because you were in a different body and it was a little bit confusing, I'm really glad that, Silas, you have so much knowledge about races, because I wasn't going to chime in with like abilities that your new races have. So that
I have no idea what gnomes do. I really don't know anything about gnomes.
Yeah.
I think they get extra proficiencies.
They're useless. They don't do anything. They're snacks. It's fine.
Yeah, they are.
Well, clearly.
Well, then there's me with a human.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I just my racial stuff to like, this guy's just a really good swimmer. Let's go with that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I would assume, like, even in now that you're all in your own bodies, that everybody, unless you tell me otherwise, I'm going to assume there's water everywhere here, that everybody knows how to swim. So, I mean, I don't, Nemu might not. He's an owl. You know, he grew up in the desert.
Oh, my real character probably wouldn't know. He wouldn't have any reason to swim. He can fly.
But elephants naturally can swim, so I'm going to assume that Dorus is able to swim. And Nemu, you're small enough, and Dorus is big enough, where as he's swimming, you just perch on his head, because you're small.
Well, yeah, I mean, it didn't matter for this session.
No, not for this session.
Whatever, but
yeah.
No, I could just, like, the elephant could put me in his trunk and fire me as a fucking rocket across the river. Like a spitball.
That needs to happen.
We ever do like reduce on you? Like the reduce spell? Shrink you?
Oh my gosh. You would be so tiny. You would be the size of like a little fairy, a little pixie.
Well, he's a pea shooter.
Yeah, he's already only 3 feet tall, so smaller than my 8-year-old.
Someone needs to get the reduce spell, and then we can fire you.
It'd be awesome.
Like, maybe this is like giving too much away, but if we remember stuff from this happening as our normal character when we come back, is it like weird to us that we were in non-natural bodies? Like, you know, humanoid bodies are weird to us, right?
Yes. There would be a couple of you that it wouldn't be. But I purposely put you in races that you aren't for that reason. So it's a moment of living 2 lives, and the bond you felt with the people that you were with was real. That bond, you knew the history, that you had all worked together and fought together. Many of you had died. You didn't start out as 7. You started out as 24. There has been many fights where not everybody has survived, and you are the 7 that had lasted. Now 3. For however long that they're able to make it after this. So you would have those memories and that bond. And of course you will meet. It can be something that you integrate into your character or not. That's up to you. Because obviously you all have to meet, otherwise we don't have a game.
Yeah, do we have these like premonitions or dreams or whatever before we meet, or like
yes,
they're coming later, we should ignore it for now, kind of thing?
You will wake up with full memory of it. And very confused.
And then the next session just starts kind of from there, yeah?
Yeah, starts up as you wake up.
Cool.
Which will be fun.
That's gonna
So
be
are we
head
all
cannon
in
for
the
me.
main city?
Yeah. Huh?
We're all in the main city at this point.
No, you don't have to be. You
We
and
find that out
Nemu-
next week on.
Yeah, you and Nemu can still be traveling. That's completely up to you guys. Soli would probably be there because she wasn't far. Jax would probably be there because he wasn't far. Dorus, you can be on your way. Honestly, it doesn't matter. Just the main reason in the questionnaire that I asked specific questions, many of them kind of coalesced into this, was that you all had a need to break away from what y'all were doing and to find a way to tie all y'all's goals together. So you don't have to be in the same place. You just would have already been leaving, or like you were going to be leaving the next morning type thing. Like, I don't want to jolt your character out of like, oh, I have this nice peaceful life. You know, I'm farming fucking just for Soli here, carrots. You know, like this is my life. I don't want to go anywhere. So I just wanted to have all of that established before.
Soli's a rabbit?
No.
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 You don't have to be a rabbit to like carrots.
I know. But I just wanted to have all that established.
Carrots?
Huh?
Are they the drugged out carrots?
Totally the drugged out carrots.
Whoa.
I can't wait to start using that kind of stuff. And y'all,
Trippy
I am
carrots.
so freaking excited about the randomness of like the magic systems and the extra magic systems, and like I don't know how it's gonna play out, and I'm super nervous about it, but I'm excited at the same time.
Yeah.
Like with the auras and all of that, it's gonna be so cool. It's going to be cool.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, for sure. Like obviously you're not gonna do it next session because that would be crazy. So
I imagine I'm in the same room with Tim's
Nemu?
character.
Nemu?
Nemu?
Yeah.
Nemu? I was gonna say Nemo. I was like, that's not right.
That's right. You can be Yahweh, the Hebrew word for
Yah.
God, and I'll be Nemo.
Yeah, man.
So good.
I'm
So
gonna be
good.
that one turtle. The surfer dude turtle.
man,
Crush.
ride the wave,
Yeah.
bro.
But I am super excited about Doris's accent
Yeah.
because I get to bring Silas, or not Silas, Sela's accent back.
Whoa.
I know, I'm excited.
Nice.
I haven't used
So
it
cool.
purposefully in like the mini campaigns and other things.
Wait, so who here is using like an Eastern European / Russian accent?
Honestly, I don't know my own accent. I just made it up.
Yeah, me neither.
I am trying, and I'll probably do terrible at it, but
No,
I'm
it's
trying.
perfect. It's like I said, it's fantasy. It doesn't have to be perfect.
What's the accent that you're going for, Jax?
Not really an accent.
Okay, it's just a voice type. Yeah.
Just a character.
Okay, I was just curious. It'd have been funny if we all ended up having the same fucking accent.
Crikey,
Like,
mate.
We're all from Moscow. Right there. It's going to be great.
Yeah, it's gonna be fantastic.
I was going for more of this voice.
I mean, if we have the same weird accents, that's fine. Maybe we
No.
visited the same cities or something. I don't know.
In the Von, we all speak this way.
Right. Von. We
Bon,
like
bon,
to
no.
drink vodka in 1-1. From now on, it's a 1-1.
We already broke the campaign.
Oh,
Session
no.
35.
Sorry.
It's fine. I'm looking at the map and I'm like, could we just make like a whole Ralios is just, you know, like an Eastern European range of accents?
Right.
But, you know, those that don't have that
So
accent,
fun.
I'm not going to force on it. Like, I can't picture Soli having an Eastern European accent.
Yeah, I
Right.
don't think it'll work.
Yeah, it works for the cities you put up in the Northwest with me. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that works.
I don't know, like, a desert accent.
Yeah.
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 I think it would just be a cadence.
They're just take it from me. Everybody from the desert's just fucking angry and short-tempered.
It's just because they're hot. They're really,
That's
really
what I'm saying.
hot.
They're fucking hot all the time.
Like,
I just want to be
over
cold.
sarcastic.
I think the American desert is different from the Middle East desert, maybe
For
just
sure.
different anger reasons, if nothing else.
Different reasons to be angry. Yeah.
Maybe I should have been a barbarian.
But at the same time, like, being short-tempered doesn't fit either you or Nemu's characters.
No, for sure it doesn't.
Like, Nemu is young, and Ioe is, like, would have no reason to be short-tempered.
I actually think the
I
party
mean-
dynamic was pretty good. We just chose to do different things. We didn't have a set out plan that we all chose to do the same thing.
Well, I think that's what happens when you don't have like a personal connection to the character you're playing. Like otherwise we would have said, oh, we need to either stand and fight here or we all need to run, right?
And I have literally no spells or any like talents or anything to like help us get away. All of my
Right.
spells are like either healing or like attacking.
But at the same time, this is not something that was new to that group. Which there had been fights where people would stay behind to ensure that at least some of the group was able to get away. So this isn't a thing that is unusual. It's just the way it is.
Well, I think we're like a adventuring group that stayed together for a long time. In this case, I think probably what they would have actually done is like at least communicated better. Like, we're gonna swim across. We'll see you on the other side.
Like cover us or something, yeah.
Right, cover us or something like that.
Behind and the other half just swam.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't really get the mental note or like the mental faculty to be like, oh, we're doing this to save villagers because that's why we need to like waste time and save them. Bring the monsters to us instead of the village kind of thing. So I guess maybe we should have focused more on that, but.
Well, there was a lot that happened between the time I said that and the end.
Right.
So,
True.
Like, even
There
if
was
you
a
would,
part of me. Sorry, you go ahead.
even if you would all have like gone across the river, I probably would have moved some of the encounters to across the river. Not the big bad, but like otherwise we would have ended at 9.
Right.
And some of you would have
Oh,
taken
y'all
damage.
got away. Bye.
Yeah, and some of you would have taken damage on the way with the Drigquius, but you may have survived the next fight because it wasn't going to be as bad. And then it would have just been, you awake to the same thing. You're just not as disoriented. And then it would have just, you'll find out next session, but the story wouldn't, I don't think it would have been much different.
So it's really weird is a couple weeks ago I actually had a real life experience like how you just ended the game today, because I had a dream where like it was one of the super vivid ones, and in the dream a metal beam like broke loose and hit me in the head. When I woke up, I tasted iron in my mouth, and
I hate those dreams.
I was like, I can smell it and taste it. Like I just got head trauma. I'm like,
wait,
holy
was
crap.
this like 2 or 3 days ago?
No, like a couple weeks ago.
It was a couple weeks ago? Okay. Me and my
But
best
I'm
friend
like,
were talking, and I don't remember if it was 2 days ago or 3 days ago. And we both had stupid vivid dreams that same night. Like, very much similar to what you're saying.
I had one last night.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid dream.
It's like, it must be something in the stars.
I don't remember my dreams.
I used to remember them like it was another life.
You can train yourself to remember them.
I don't want to remember a lot of my dreams. They're just
The only
not
dreams I
okay.
remember are like if I'm sleeping for like an hour and then I have to wake up and do something. Those are the ones I remember.
Yeah,
Right.
nap dreams are always stupid vivid.
So
Always
like
super
usually I
vivid.
can remember my dreams. It's just I can't remember if I had one or not.
Oh, gotcha. Weird. I don't have that. I remember vividly dreams. Much more so before, not anymore now, but it was like a whole, and now I guess it makes sense, right? It was like a whole nother world. And like these, every time I would drop into this dream, it wasn't the same dream over and over. It was just the same people doing different shit.
What's weird too is like as I've gotten older, I'll have these dreams, and it's like I think back on them now, and it's like it was so long ago, it almost seems like another life.
Yeah.
It's like the dream's already another thing, but then you look back on it, it's just fucking bizarre. It's like you're looking back on your own fucking history in a dream. It's fucking weird.
So I'm going to say goodnight to stream, and then I'd
Good.
stick around for like 2-3 minutes if you guys will. I'd appreciate that.
Yeah.
So night stream, it was
My
fun.
Twitch.
If anybody's still hanging out, I hope you enjoyed that. I know D&D is hard to watch, and I appreciate you still being here. Good night. Love you guys.
Good night.